today with my partner, Eddie Hill, who is our operations director. And we have a quick presentation that will explain who we are, what we do, how digital marketing impacts your business, the benefit to working with us eventually, the costs of it, and then we'll open up the discussion for Q&A. And in the meantime, we'll also look at some before and after website examples, and we will review the monthly report that we send to all our clients that kind of ties it all together so that you can see what we do.
Can you see our screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So Ascendancy IM is a full-service digital marketing agency. It was created uniquely for express franchises. It was founded by one of your coworkers and the express franchisee, Charles Bockwith from Pensacola, that's where we're calling you from. Founded in 2014. And over the last 6 years, our team has amassed tremendous experience and knowledge to supporting these different express franchises. This has all allowed us to develop a tried and trusted model that's proven successful for more than 50 express offices. So as a team, we have 18 years experience as a franchisee, which I know is important to you all. Shows you that we know your business. We've got 15 years online marketing experience and over 40 years experience in sales and marketing. So our team is composed of 24 part and full-time members. Each team member is trained to fulfill their responsibilities with their specific area of expertise. Today, we have 50+ clients and have developed over 100 express websites throughout the US and Canada. So on to what we do. So as I mentioned earlier, we are a full-service digital marketing company. We do website design and development, social media, search engine optimization, otherwise known as search engine marketing, reputation management, pay-per-click or paid ads, graphic design, and we also do retargeting and banner ads. Specifically, I'll let Eddie go ahead and take over at this point.
Thank you guys for jumping on. We'll try to make this fairly brief, and you probably will have questions at the end. So I'm not going to get too much into the trenches of exactly what we do, but I will show you a report and kind of some of the basics and the details. There's a lot going on here. So one of the first things that we do is update the web design. Now we like Ectron. Obviously it's been out, it's fairly old now, but they keep updating it. We're very, very entrenched with them, and we love it. And so we've mastered the software. First thing we do when we get a new client is we update these core pages. So the home page, contact us page, job opening page. And what we're doing is we're optimizing this for human beings. We love them. So we're making sure that we're localizing it, giving all the details, making it easy to function and to get to the right places. But secondarily, we're also optimizing it for Google. We're giving them exactly what they want. So we're localizing it to specifically talk about what you do in the areas that you work in. And I'll show you specifics here in a second. But and then after about 5 or 6 weeks, we're going to update another 10 or 12 pages, depending on your location and things that you do. Some of you guys do this, some of you guys don't do some of these other pages, but we'll be updating these continuously. So there's a lot of work that goes into this, and we see huge amount of fruit from doing this. So it's one of our core things that we offer.
Those additional pages that Eddie just showed you, can you go back one slide?
Yeah.
It's not limited to that. If there's something that's not on that list that you would like, then we're happy to do that for you as well. For example, Hire Our Heroes. Oh, we do have that one up there, Hire Our Heroes page. Yeah. These are just examples. We have a list of about 25 different pages that we can propose to you.
Yep. And we, we're obviously everything's customized to you, so we work with you specifically to fill these out. I'll show you some examples. Social media. So this is a big part of what we do. We believe in sustained activity, and we believe also in the results that it gets for our clients. So we love it. So part of it's set up. So we make sure that we optimize and set up each of the platforms. We're learning real quick which ones work, which ones do better in different areas. So we definitely do Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. We are dabbling in Pinterest for some cases when it makes sense, but it's not like an ongoing thing, but it's definitely working, and we're going to be putting more effort into that. So again, initial activity, we set it up, we optimize it, we continually change the banners 8 times a year, the headers and banners, and those are based on be holidays or things that are going on. And then the sustain activity, of course, we're going to be posting between 30 and 40 different posts a month. And there's a lot of collaboration that goes on with that. Of course, we do the job posts. Not only do we take from the job board, from your job boards, we design it and we post it for top jobs and those kind of things. But we also are doing a bunch of other activity with it too. So we're going to be doing blog posts. We're going to be doing videos. We do quotes. Quotes get a lot of traction. I'll show you here in a little bit what we do. And then we also do, I already mentioned the holiday posts, but we'll be doing other sustain activity posts. Well, I'll show you specifically the GIFs. They're animated GIFs and graphics. So hopefully we'll just go into this live here in a second. Local search engine marketing, we already mentioned this a little bit. So part of it is on-page optimization, where we're going to optimize your website, but we're also going to give Google exactly what they want. So to build authority, you have to ongoingly always post things and linking it back to your website. So we do this by a bunch of different ways. Part of it's going to be by blog posts, as I mentioned. We love to do press releases. They're very powerful, and it's a public relations. Our experiences is, I mean this in the nicest possible way. You guys are horrible at bragging about yourself. So we take that on, and we love to brag about the cool things that you've done. So if you win an award, like a Chamber Business of the Month, or if you do something philanthropic, we'll be glad to write a press release and send it out on your behalf. So there's a couple of things that goes on with that. Obviously, the local media picks it up. A bunch of the regional, national medias pick it up. We send it to the Associated Press. So depending on how newsworthy it is, how far it goes. And I'll show you an example of one here. But and then we of course, Google loves it too, because it's just another way of showing Google that you guys are doing all kinds of cool stuff. So I'll talk more about how we do local search engine marketing when I show you a report. And then reputation marketing. This is critical in our industry. Obviously, we have people that like to be heard. So a lot of people give feedback, good or bad, some indifferent, but we want to make sure that we're kind of controlling that and we're managing it. And of course, out there aggressively getting 5-star reviews from our clients that love us. So we help you with that. There's a whole bunch of things that go on with that. But we're monitoring 12 different platforms, which of course include Google, but it also includes Facebook and Yelp and Yellow Pages, Manta, Merchant Circle, Better Business Bureau, and all those. But then we're also going to make sure we're optimizing and collecting more reviews and inspiring more reviews. We do that through a couple different ways, and I'll show you. A lot of our markets, what they do is they export their database weekly, and they send it to us through the help desk. And what we do is we send a text message or an email asking for their feedback, and it goes straight to a portal. And I'll show you that portal. And then your clients can leave some feedback. And if it's a 5-star review, then we ask them. It automatically asks them, say, hey, can you leave this on Google as well and Yelp? If it's not, then it says, hey, sorry, we missed a mark. We strive hard to have excellent customer service. But please call our manager or whatever it tells them to do. And it's a little video. I'll show you some of this. I just want to kind of tell you how it works. So we're not only monitoring the reputation, we're managing it, and we're also encouraging to build on it. So once we have a 5-star or close to 5-star reputation as possible, then we market it. We actually go out and tell people how cool you are. Again, we're bragging about you with your reviews and testimonials that you get from your customers. So we'll show you exactly how we do that. In addition, or we call all the cart add-on, a lot of our markets are choosing to do paid ads, and we generically say paid ads because anything that's in the paid platform. So it could be Facebook or LinkedIn or banner ads, or retargeting is what we call paid ads, Google. So we set it up, we optimize, and we manage the account depending on how much or how little you want us to do. So, and that's a sustained activity too that we can do through that. Retargeting is very powerful in this industry, and what that is those are the ads, you've probably seen them. You go somewhere and let's say you're looking at some shoes on Amazon, and all of a sudden you see those shoes following you around everywhere you go. So if you go to the Weather Channel or wherever you go, you'll see this ad pop up. Well, that's called retargeting, and we do that very successfully for a lot of our clients, and it's just a great way to get them back. What it's doing is encouraging them to go back to your website. So before I get into this, I'm going to pop out of here if you guys don't mind, and then I'm going to quickly go over a report so you can see some of this live. You guys still see my screen there?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this is what we call the analytics page, and we're showing you analytics. I don't have time to go through all of this, but of course, you know, we're watching this pretty aggressively to see, you know, where it's coming from, total visits, how many new visits, where the visits are coming from. Like here's your Google My Business. This is Google. Obviously, majority of your people are going to be coming from Google, but you can see people come from Facebook and Bing, and they also come from Craigslist and other referrals. This is for, by the way, this is for Redding, California. Sorry, I figured I'd bring. I don't know if they're on the call or not, but I figured I'd bring up one of their reports so you can kind of see what's going on. But as I scroll down, you'll see that they're getting, you know, clicks from all kinds of other sites too. So we're managing and watching that and seeing where people are coming from. If you look to, if you can see my mouse, I'm just going a little bit, you can see a lot of people are using Apple and Samsung, and these are mobile devices. So a lot of sessions are done on mobile. So we're making sure that when we optimize the website, that it looks great for mobile, which is critical because majority of the clicks now are coming from mobile. And then you can see the bounce rate in some of the browsers and stuff. So, this is just analytics, like I said. So then we have Facebook analytics, which we'll talk about here in a second. And then, you know, Twitter, YouTube, and, you know, on down. So analytically, you can see everything. Each month we go over this report with you, and we talk about strategy, what went great, what we can do better on, and then what we're going to do for the next month. This post tabs, these are the posts that we designed and we sent out. So you can see that we have excellent designers, and we're always building things. So kind of how it works is, if you have something you want us to post, we have you send it to the support desk at support@ascendancyim.com, and then our you know, social media team or whatever, depending on what you're doing, we'll take it, design it, and send it out. We have a pretty good track record. We respond within 10 minutes, and we usually get things up, you know, within the hour, or, you know, if you do it in the morning, we have it done by noon, or if you do it in the afternoon, we have it done by the end of the day. So we're very responsive, and because a lot of you guys have some, hey, I need to really fill this job. Can you post something about this? No problem. We'll design it and post it.
So we do send out a marketing calendar every month, so you can see what our plan is for the month. And if you'd like us to switch something out or add something in, that's your opportunity to go ahead and contact us through the support desk.
Yep. And these are just some examples of some of the quotes that we do. And the reason why we do different quotes like this, they catch traction. So we learned that if you just do job posts all day long, your audience just goes away. They're sick of seeing it. So we're trying to build this likability and trustability through the social media pages, because maybe they have a job already, and we don't want them to go away and unfollow the page. We want them to continue to follow. So we continue to give good content, and then we sprinkle in the job posts. So we're still doing 4 or 5 posts a week for job posts, but we're going to have all these other ones in there as well. And we get a lot of good traction with these posts. So we're always managing and monitoring it. We figure out what works, what doesn't, and then kind of address it from there. So here's some of the other stuff that we do. We do monthly blogs. We're also encouraging them to go to specific pages on the website. And then here's the quotes as I was talking about. So, okay. So I'm going to click, actually, I'm just going to click National Friendship Day. So this was just a quote that we did. And, we got a reach of 44 people. Not great, but it did get some. Sometimes it's, people interact, they respond, they share it. That's what you want to do to build authority on social media. So we're always learning from that and trying to do more and more of it. And so this gives you an idea, and you can kind of click on these. And then back on the report, you can see which ones got more traction on here. So you can see these are engaged posts. This one here got the most impressions. And this is a review. Remember, I mentioned we're going to brag about you. So this person gave a review, so we made a cool little post about it, and we posted it, and we got more engagements from that. So, all right, the next one, I'm going to move on. So let me actually go to
Sacramento.
Yeah,
we can
go Sacramento, and here's a press release that they did. So they had something newsworthy, and we said, okay, great, just give us 4 or 5 bullet points. We'll write it for you. Then we'll send it back to you to approve. And we sent this out. This is kind of something that came from corporate. So we're like, well, yeah, we can pull that and make, we changed it up a little bit to be unique, and then we can post it from corporate. So as you see here, it's a normal press release. It's very well written. And then when we send it out, though, the power of it's pretty powerful. So I'll show you what happens. So these are the links that it got picked up in. So when it goes to the Associated Press, it got picked up in, let's see, I'm just going to scroll down. So you can see news stations. This is a radio station. You got, more TV stations. So a little bit of everything. There's an ABC station. But
so this particular press release got picked up by?
Yeah, about 310 different, different news sites. So it was fairly newsworthy. So the more newsworthy it is, the better it is. The further it goes out. So we've had some get picked up and go pretty viral, and and in general, it's going to be picked up by some. A lot of these are just automated, so they make sure that it's newsworthy, and then they'll approve it. Some of it has to be more newsworthy to get picked up. But you can see here, this is what it looks like on. This is a newspaper, digital journal, and it got picked up. So what we're doing is we're linking back to you. This is for SEO purposes, but it's also for obviously human being. And then we're going to use a specific keyword that links back to their website. So employment agency in Sacramento, California. You can see how it's going directly to their site for that. I won't dwell on that too much, but it's extremely powerful. And like I said, we do it all for you. We kind of just pick that up. Okay, so videos. We try to do the same thing. So like here's a reputation video where we're bragging about you. So we'll take that review, kind of like what we did, and we do, we hire these actors and actresses to talk about you. So we try to have your building in the background, and she's talking about the great review that you got. And here's the review here. Let me show you another one here. And this one's on Reading. So yeah, this is their building in the background with a different actor, and we, great place to work, awesome staff. Thank you very much. And then we send that out to the social media. And we also post it on. We can post it several different places. We do it on blogs and different things like that. Okay, that's the videos. Reputation. Again, we're always managing it, monitoring it, and we have that thing called a portal. I already mentioned it, but I'll show you what it looks like. It's the feedback page. It looks like this. So we're going to land them here. So when we send that text or email, we say, hey, please give us some feedback. We land them here, and they put in their information. And then, so when we do this, it automatically clicks the 5 stars, and then it says leave a review. I won't do it because it's going to send them an email. But what it does is it gives us authorization to use that testimonial online. That's how we get authorization. Then we also can use it to reach out to them later on for different marketing. But and then you can see here on the side, it's got an extra feedback. But this is what we call the portal. And the ones that use it, they send us their database. The people that what happens is the people that they put to work that week, it's usually, sometimes it's a lot, but sometimes it's, not as many.
So you just send us a simple Q4 report. It takes 30 seconds to generate, and you send that through to us, and we will contact those new associates and those new clients via email and or cell, depending on the information you have. And like Eddie said, it'll drive them to the portal. Any outside of that, and including any review that goes to the portal, we will respond directly to all the good reviews, and the less good reviews we will draft a response to and send it through to you and get your approval before we push it out there.
Yep, we try to help you with it, and we take the high road, and we just give a response because at that point we actually do. These are the 4 steps that we do. Step 1 is we try to work with you, and we let you know as quick as possible to get it removed. And hopefully, if you know who it is, you can call them, and say, hey, I'm sorry, we messed up, fix the problem, whatever it is. They just want to be heard most of the time. That's why that portal is really good. They just want to be heard. And so then sometimes we can remove it. I don't know what the percentage is, but 10, 15, 20% of the time they'll remove it just by contacting them and saying, hey, well, sorry, we had a bad experience. But another few percentage is we flag it. So if they cuss, or if it has grammar problems, or if it has threats in it and something like that, we have a pretty good chance of getting that removed by flagging it. So you have to do it a bunch of times. It can't just be once. So we flag it for you, and we get a certain percentage of those removed, and then it's gone. So that's their first two things we try to do. The third thing though is if it doesn't get removed, then we want to respond, like she said, and we take the high road and say, we're truly sorry you had a bad experience. We strive hard to have excellent customer service. If there's something else we can talk about, or if you'd like to talk to a manager, please call us immediately. Something to that effect. And the reason why it's not for that person anymore, that person, obviously we're not going to get to them. It's for the next person who reads those reviews. If you're like me, we're used to buying on Amazon, and we sort by reviews and we look at the bad ones, right? So that's what's happening on yours as well. And so we try to respond in a way where the next person that reads it, oh, look, they tried to take care, they tried to do the right thing. So at least they give you the benefit of the doubt because you responded to it. So we'll help you with that.
What's really beneficial about this portal, and I know Eddie said it already, but he said it kind of fast because he talks kind of fast, is that any review that's left in there that's not a 5-star review gets trapped in there. So it doesn't go to Google, and it doesn't go to Yelp, and it doesn't go to Facebook. The only people that see it in the portal are you and us.
Yep, but we still want to respond to them, and and then like I said, in that case, they're happy. At least they got heard, and then usually it's the end of it. Now, if they're really mad, they'll move on. They'll post it everywhere, as you guys know. I mean, it's just the way it is. In this industry, it happens sometimes. So we just want to do some damage control and help it. So then the fourth step, I told you this fourth step. The fourth step is to dilute it. And so we will strongly be aggressive, go get 5 or 6 more reviews and push it down the page. And that's part of our, what we do for you too, is like, okay, let's go get some more reviews, and then we'll see if we can get this one buried. So. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I got one more tab here. This is the detail tab. We're always building business accounts for you. We're always building, we build citations. We're optimizing, and it's just an ongoing thing that we do for you. So I just, it's kind of showing you, some of the things that we're claiming. And it's just an ongoing thing that you have to build authority. It's a muddy mountain, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So how authority works online is that, once you build it, like let's say that press release, it will definitely boost your authority, no doubt about it, but it's old news after 30, 60 days. So the authority of it goes away. So you have to continue to build this authority ongoing, and that's part of what we do. So and that's this tab here. So
really quick in general regarding this report, it comes out once a month, and it's very interesting because you can set the date so that you can compare month on month and year on year, and all the information is saved in there. So we send this to you at the end of the month, and we encourage you to schedule a call with us so that we can review this together during a screen share.
Yep, and the account reps will go over with you, and again talk about, we'll go over some past stuff for sure. We'll talk about what went right and what went wrong, but then we're going to talk about, okay, October's coming up. What do you want to promote? What do you want to push? Is there different things we need to move on? Different keywords we need to go after? Those kind of things. So it's definitely a partnership. We consider ourselves, partners in internet dominance. That's part of our logo. So we're in this with you.
So Eddie, let's pull up the Reading website and have a look at that really quick.
Okay.
So those of you on the call who haven't done much with your websites, you'll immediately see where we've added pages to. It's kind of hard to do a before and after since this is already the after. But those of you that haven't updated yours, that, for example, the About Us tab, can you click on the About Us tab?
Yes.
So it doesn't have necessarily anything filled out. Like, for example, click on Meet the Team. So here we've got bios and photos. So we do all this. Of course, you need to send us the photos and hopefully a bio. But if you don't have a bio, we're happy with some bullet points to write them for you.
Yep. And we're
meet the franchisees. Again,
we like to brag about you, and I know 99% of the time when we get a new client, this is not filled out. So nobody's adding this on. When you get a website from corporate, it's a great template. We like it, but it needs to be filled out and localized to the community. We believe people do business with people they know, like, and trust. So part of what we do is to get more people to know you. That's called your circle of influence. So we're going to definitely do that through the marketing we're doing. That's part of social media. That's SEO. Even reputation builds that. But then the second part of that is get more people to like you. So that's why we want to talk about you. You've done some cool stuff, and we want to brag about you, and that helps get people to like you more. So part of the bios and part of the things that we're doing is bragging about you. And then trust factor is the reputation package that we do. So the more we brag about you, the bigger that circle grows, and then it's just an upward spiral is how we like to talk about it.
So maybe click on the home page. I mean, you go too quick on that.
So on the home page, we do optimize this, localize. You'll see the localization that we're doing. Some of this comes out of corporate, but the rest of it, we're going to rechange it. So you guys probably know that SEO, I don't want to get into the depth of SEO, but Google does not like duplicate content. It's not a penalty per se. They figure if it's said once, it doesn't need to be said twice. So, but most of the websites that come out, they're duplicate content, right? They're saying all the same things. So we go in and we rewrite all this stuff to be 100% unique. We check it through a thing called Copyscape, and we're going to make sure that it's unique to you, to your local, to your local location. And that definitely helps Google. They're happy that it's original to them. But then we're also going to optimize it for human beings. That's for Google. So for human beings, we want to make it pretty. We want to make sure it's easy to, contact you. That's why we have these, these click to calls here. We add in a lot of them. We add in the chat bots if they want them. We have them available. I should have brought one up, but so we have the chat bots just like on Facebook where they pop up and people can chat with you. And then we also have the way, how can we get a hold of you? So we just make it very easy for the person to convert. And a conversion in your case is a phone call or a form fill, right? So they're either going to fill out an application or job, or they're going to make a phone call. And that's as you can see, it's very prevalent the way we design these pages to do a form fill or a phone call. And we do optimize all these pages. Even this is pretty basic as you can see, but we change it around to make it easier for job seekers and people to post, as you can see. So a lot of this has been completely updated. So. Okay, won't dwell into that too much. We can send you this and you can look at it later on if you have more questions on that. All right, I'm going to bring back up the PowerPoint and then we'll finish up here. And then if you guys have any questions, we'll answer your questions. Change that.
So as discussed in the very beginning, so we're a full service digital marketing company. So we have the social media apps, we have the reputation marketing, local search engine marketing, web design and development, graphic design. Why do we do all this? And how does this impact your business? So we are doing this to establish a professionally flattering and engaging online presence for your business, to drive traffic to your website, to generate attention and brand awareness, to increase your online audience, provide local brand personality and PR, strengthen your business's client and associates relationships, develop customer trust on a local level, establish a positive online reputation, and increase your website's ranking through search engines. So how do we work? So we've got a three-phase process here. There's the introduction. Should you choose to work with us, there's the introduction phase where we assign an account rep to you. And that person will reach out, introduce themselves, explain the process and how it works. And then the setup phase, where we will send you an intake form that explains all the information we need from you so that we can get started on the website and get your logins to the various social networks and whatnot. And then we will be proposing one-on-one screen shares and training calls for the first month so that we can just get up to speed on taking over your account for you. Then you have the sustained activity. So we've already discussed the report. Once a month, you'll be receiving the report and an invitation to have a one-on-one call with us. During that call, we'll be asking you for photos and newsworthy content for the press release. We will be continually proposing training documents and training seminars. We also have, we haven't touched on that. So we also have, if you need to reach out to one of us and your account representative is not immediately available, we have customer service team that can be reached via our hotline from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We also have the support desk that Eddie has mentioned several times. So you email support at Ascendancy IM for any requests or anything. You will receive a response during the work week within 10 minutes. And from us, and if it's something we can easily do, like post something for you or send something to you, it will be done within the hour. If it's a request for custom design graphic or something like that, it's going to require a little more time, like 24 to 48 hours.
Yep.
So pricing. We do have a la carte services. Sorry, I shouldn't have started with that. Can you go ahead? We do have a la carte services if you're only interested in the social media or the reputation management, and there is a one-time only setup fee, and you can see that in the first column. And then there is a monthly fee that you can see in the second column. But by far, our most popular services are the packages. We have 4 different package propositions here. You have Gold 1, 2, and 3. Gold 1, 2, and 3 is any combination of 3 of our 4 offerings. So it's website, social media, and reputation, and excluding the search engine marketing, or it's website, social media, excludes the reputation but includes the search engine marketing, and Gold 3, which is the website, excludes social media, includes reputation and search engine marketing. And then there's the Platinum, which is all inclusive. That is our most, I think, probably 95% of our clients have the Platinum package. As with the add-ons, there is a one-time only setup fee, you can see that, and then the monthly fee, which you can see in the far column to the right. With any one of these packages, the website localization, optimization, development, and maintenance is free with a 12-month commitment. So should you sign up for Gold 1, 2, or 3 of the Platinum, the website is included in the package. Now, that's the optimization of those core pages we spoke about. That's the development of the 20-some plus pages that we have to offer. It's any kind of updates to any of those pages that you would like us to make, and as often as you would like us to make them. We have clients that only call or email us once a month with an update. We have clients that we have on the phone daily. So it's included. It's your website. We want it to look like you. We want it to feel like you, and that's our job, is to help you get it there.
Okay.
So what are the benefits? Because yes, you can do this on your own, but what are the benefits to working with Ascendancy IM? It's a turnkey operation. We do it all for you, allowing your team to do what they do best. We have comprehensive online marketing strategies that are specifically designed for the express franchise offices. There's no learning curve or training time to invest in someone who's unfamiliar with either Extron or just Facebook or the other platforms themselves. We are the Extron experts. We have, to date, nearly 100 website localizations and updates completed. We also have the latest state-of-the-art software to be able to measure our results and analyze the content. Immediate response customer service. Again, that goes back to we can get it done really quickly for you. And we've done this, and we've done this again, and we have a tried and trusted model that has proven successful for more than 58 franchises. Partnering with us, we believe in your vision, we believe in collaboration, we believe in putting you first, we believe in long-term results, we believe in sharing your message, and we're on the same team. We're in your business too. Now, we're not going to read these to you, but we do have some very satisfied clients, and we have a couple of testimonials on this page, and please feel free to go to our website and see a few more at your leisure. I will be sending this presentation through to you after we're done here, so you don't need to be looking at these now. I'll just send them through to you individually afterwards. Questions? How about if we go back to the website? Debbie.
Yes.
So that was a lot of information. We tried to go fast. We're trying to respect your time.
No, it was a very thorough presentation, and I'm sure many of our listeners have questions. So what do you guys think?
Okay, is Heather, Sean, are you on there?
Hold on, they're on mute, so.
Oh, okay, wait.
Back out here.
I was wondering why everybody was so quiet.
So unmute. I guess I can unmute everybody.
Yeah, go ahead and unmute everybody.
Hey, this is Randy. I have a question.
Hey, Randy.
Hi. So you're doing a lot of the posting. How do you coordinate between, like, I mean, if the franchisee is used to doing all the postings and now you guys are doing the postings, do you work together in tandem, or, I mean, or does the franchisee not do any postings now, or how do you coordinate?
Randy, it's however you want. We have some clients that like to be very hands-on, and we have some that don't want to have any hands-on. So it's just up to you. We can post in tandem, it doesn't matter, or we can get together at the beginning of the month and decide who's going to do what.
Randy, to be blunt, most people are they're posting jobs and really not nothing else. So they realize it's just not best. So and they don't want to be doing that. They just have to do it because they know it's working.
And the other, I mean, you can leave it all to us as well, because all you have to do, if there's something we haven't posted or there's something that you want to post, Randy, you send it to our support desk and it'll be posted within 10 minutes. So you don't need to spend the time of logging in and doing it yourself. You can just shoot us an email. Or you can do it yourself. It's really up to you.
This is Shelley. Can I say something?
Sure.
I've been using you guys for several months now, but I'm still pretty new. And I will say that we still do our own postings to answer Randy's questions. We work with you guys to do the postings. So we do some. Correct. And you do some.
Correct.
Good.
Right, but so may I, since you, wait a minute, are you? No.
Shelley from Concord.
That's right. Yeah, sorry, Shelley.
Great. Yeah, and Shelley, you're one of the few. I'll be honest with you, and we love it. Don't get me wrong. So we really appreciate it because you definitely know best about your marketing. And a lot of times you can just send us stuff and go, hey, make this look pretty, and we'll be glad to design it for you and post it. So we can work with it. Our philosophy is to take it off your plate. We realize you're busy, and even your employees are busy. So we're trying to do everything as much as possible for you.
Anybody else? I'm happy to call anybody individually, either later today or at a different time and day to go over any individual questions as well.
I wish somebody would talk about how it's improved their search engine optimization. I'm so new that I'm not, I can't answer to that.
And Heather, are you there?
No, guess not. That's okay.
Well, we could definitely give you. I mean, all of our clients, we can give you their phone numbers because every one of them has seen a pretty good dramatic increase. So it's just it's an ongoing thing. Is how it's you never arrive, right? So, like I said, the Money Mountain, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There's no doubt it definitely makes a strong effect on your local market. So you'll see. We'll go over it with you on your report. So a lot of it's going to be in this report. So you're going to be looking at these sessions and page views, and you're going to look at, obviously you can't. It's hard to judge August to September or August to October, but you can judge August to August and see a nice increase.
Okay.
What other questions you guys have?
Well, Debbie, do you think you could possibly send me the emails of everybody that attended the call or everybody in your zone so that I could go ahead and forward this and see if people have individual questions that they're not bringing up on the phone?
Debbie, you there?
I'm
Right
muted.
now, sorry.
Sorry, I said we will be sending this.
That's okay.
We will be sending. we'll be sending this presentation.
Yeah, she heard you.
Oh,
You
okay.
couldn't hear her.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, if there aren't any, Debbie, do you have any other questions?
I don't. If you send the presentation, I'll get it out to everybody.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. We know how busy you are.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a great day.